Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another third-party figure review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Toys Era The Steel 2.0, which is basically a Colossus figure from Deadpool or Deadpool 2. Now I couldn't be more excited to get this guy opened up. I didn't actually ever own the previous version, so this is my very first Colossus figure, and from what I've seen, this looks to be one hell of an awesome release. So without further ado, what I'm going to do now is get all of Colossus accessories out here and take a look at everything he comes with. Now, in terms of the accessories, Colossus pretty much comes with the regular suspects. The only real awesome addition is this second head sculpt and has an angry expression on there. It looks really nice. Mine, unfortunately, has a little blemish on the front of his face there, but I guess I can fix that up easy enough with like a silver Sharpie on some silver paint. But it's a really nice head sculpt. I think the expression suits Colossus very well. If he's fighting someone, I guess that works quite nicely. Now, he also does come with a couple of pairs of hands. He comes on the figure with some closed fists, but you can see that the paintwork on these hands is a little bit gummy. I do like the sculpting, but there's just something, it looks like there are too many layers of paint on the silver itself, which is a little bit frustrating, but still, they do a good enough job of looking like a Colossus figure. If this was a Hot Toys product, though, I don't think that would stand. Now, he does come with, speaking of stands, he does come with a display base. Unfortunately, though, there is no nameplate, no sort of artistic piece or diorama display base or anything like that. It's just a plain black one. Now, this is very interesting because there are some similarities between this figure and the bullet head Venom that we got recently, namely this display base being pretty much identical on the underside with this sort of perspex covering. You can, of course, peel this back and it's glossy black underneath. However, this is almost identical to what we saw with that figure there. And from what I can tell, the bullet head Venom was using the same exact body as this Toys Era Steel figure. So I think that potentially Bullet Head and Toys Era are one and the same in terms of the companies, or they are at least working together. So some interesting sleuthing going on from my part, but I do think that there is something afoot when it comes to those two companies. Either way, enough of that. What we're going to do now is get Colossus himself out here and take a look at that head sculpt. Alright, here we have Colossus himself, and doesn't he look freaking awesome? Let me just say, this guy is enormous. He's pretty much the same size as the Bullet Head Venom. As I said, I think they're using the same body underneath, because on the Venom you could see these ribs through the suit itself. But either way, enough of my conspiracy theories. This figure does look freaking awesome. Mine has an unfortunate sort of problem here on the red part. It sort of sticks down, but then it sort of ruffles up every now and then. I don't exactly know why, but either way, it's not the end of the world. Now, that head sculpt is really nice. It looks like Colossus from the film. That sort of gummy paintwork, however, carries on throughout, including on the head sculpt. So it's something you just have to live with, or I guess sell this guy on, but you know, it's not the end of the world. As I said, there are a couple of things that are a little bit frustrating, but overall, as a package, I still really like this figure. Now, there's some really nice weathering on the red sections of the vest and on the front as well. It looks really, really cool. Now, this belt buckle here is another unfortunate thing. You can see it's not in the middle. That is the line of the body. That should be over there. It is unfortunately stuck in the wrong place. You cannot shift it around. It's stuck on there. It is, however, die cast. So it's a little bit annoying, but I mean, as I said, it's a third-party figure. You can't really expect the level of quality control that you would do from, say, a company like Hot Toys, or even some of the more sort of well-known like Star Race and stuff like that. You have to cut Toys Era some slack. Now, either way, what we're going to do now is pan the camera down and give you a look at the lower leg. Moving on to the lower legs of Colossus, you can see that it's pretty much just a black pair of pants. There are some detailed sort of padding sections here and there. There are some sort of knee pads as well, and they are relatively firm. I'll be interested to see if those do peel off over time. We'll have to wait and see. Now, when it comes to the boots, there's a little X on the front, which I like. It's a nice little attention to detail. I didn't even notice that on the film, so you guys will have to let me know if that was on there. And then on the underside, there is some nice tread, and they are painted as well, but as you can see, this one is extremely loose, and it pops off very easily. So my figure, unfortunately, does not stand very well. Hopefully yours fares a little bit better than mine. Alright, getting him out here for a quick side-by-side comparison. Here we have the Deadpool 2 figure alongside the Toys Era Steel 2.0. As you can see, the height looks about right from the film, and as I said, this Colossus can fit in with your Deadpool 1 display or your Deadpool 2 display. I mean, he didn't really change his looks between the films, so I guess this works. He is, as I said, absolutely enormous though, so you will have to have a lot of shelf space if you want to have this guy standing straight up. I unfortunately don't have the liberty of having a really tall shelf space. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to have him crouched down or something, maybe in like a landing pose if I can figure out how to do that. Just wrapping up on this Toys Era Colossus 2.0 figure, I think as an overall package, package, this is a very, very impressive piece. I mean, the size, the fact that they had to go ahead and completely re-engineer the body from the original release from a third-party company, that's damn impressive. I didn't even expect to see this from Hot Toys, and the fact that they were able to do that and deliver this figure while I'm sure still making a little bit of money is very damn impressive. And I hope that we still see more X-Men figures from Toys Era. They seem to be a company that really does love the X-Men line, and I hope they deliver even more figures from it. Now, either way, that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to pick up your very own Toys Era Steel 2.0 figure or Colossus, go ahead and hit up maybe KG Hobby or TNS Figures or even 1/6 Kit. I'm sure they might have one in stock. You'll have to have a look and see, because I know this guy was starting to get a little bit harder to find. But either way, have a look and let me know how you go. Also check out Justin's Collector Group on Facebook, Minted Steelbox Media on YouTube, and the Minted Steelbox Figure Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.